Hey guys, welcome to the Prep and Preacher channel. It's Brother Tim. I hope God's truly blessed you. Hey, as you can see, it's snowy time here in the hills of Tennessee. Thought I'd just come on outside and show you the splendor of God's beautiful earth. Man, I tell you what. But we're going to get in the kitchen. We're going to make something that'll stick to your ribs with our shelf-stable food. So stay tuned. Welcome to the kitchen, guys. All right, we're going to make some butterscotch oatmeal. Man, this stuff will stick to your ribs. This is what you need in these beautiful snowy mornings that we have like here in the hills of Tennessee. Now, we've got about 2 cups of water there. All right, and it's just room temperature water. We've got our Augustin Farm dried whole eggs here, and we're going to use about a 1/4 cup of them in the mixture. Now we've got our Augustin Farm butter powder. Boy, I sound like a rep for them, don't I? But they just have good food. And you can find it here recently. And we're going to use 2 tablespoons of it at the end of the recipe. We've got the Country Fresh, also Augustin Farms milk. And what it is, it's a non-fat. So I'd much rather have the whole milk, but this is all shelf stable here. We're going to use 2/3 of a cup in it in our mixture. We've got Augustin Farm rolled oats. All right, we're going to use a cup of them. And then we got great value light brown sugar that we stack up. And we're going to use a 1/2 cup of it in our recipe. So here we go to mix it. All right, like I said, we're going to use 2/3 cup of the milk. I've already measured it out here. All right, there we go. 2/3 cup of the milk mixed in. We're going to use a 1/4 cup of the eggs. There we go. Get me a good drop it in there. Now, we're going to go from there. We're going to add our water. Like I said, it's room temp. We're going to get that all whisked. I like to get it whisked up with the milk and the eggs first before I ever drop the brown sugar in it, because we're going to put the brown sugar in it also and stir it up. Whisk it. There you go. You can see it's all getting the big pieces out. All right, now let's add our brown sugar. Like I said, we're going to use a 1/2 cup, and I'll put the recipe down at the bottom. All right, somebody told me the other day on one of the videos that I cook better than I preach, and I was like, oh Lord, I hope not. But there we go. I figure if it doesn't have any critics, you ain't doing nothing. There we go. Get it good and mixed up. All right, now we're going to take this, now that we got it mixed up, we're going to take it over here and put it on the stove and get it up to a boil. Well, we've moved over to the stove. We're going to pour our liquid ingredients in. There we go. Get it all. And we're going to turn the heat up. I'm going to turn it about medium there. Let it simmer for just a minute. And then we'll add our oats. Now you don't want it to get too hot. We're not going to try to cook our eggs right off the bat. Now we're going to add 1 cup of these Augustin Farm oats here. Rolled oats. Now stir it up. This won't take long. We want to bring it to a boil here. All right. Once we get it to a boil, we're going to start it. We're going to keep stirring it. Excuse me, not start, but keep stirring it. And watch it thicken up. All right, as you can see, it's starting to thicken up. All right, we're going to let it go just a little bit longer. I want it a little bit thicker. Then we'll take it off the heat and we'll add our butter. There we go. Now you can add different things to it, blueberries, raspberries, whatever, you know, even bananas, dried bananas, add them to it to even push it further. But man, you've got a meal here, so we're gonna take it off the heat now and add our butter. All right, we've got it thickened up, as you can see here. Now we're going to take 2 tablespoons of this butter powder. Not even going to add any water to it. We're just going to sprinkle it in there. All right, because there's enough moisture to take care of it. Now let's stir it. Now, again, I would much rather have the whole milk and the real butter. I mean, you know, you can see we like to cook with butter, but this is a shelf-stable meal. that we can have. And like I said, it's going to stick to your ribs. I mean, you're looking at roughly about 300 calories in one serving, and you're looking at about 11 grams of protein and about 48 grams of carbs. So you're getting your carbs in this, and you're getting protein, which is good for you. So it's a pretty good mix. So let's get us a bowl. That's the only thing missing. Well, I said all I needed was a bowl, but I lied. Needed a spoon too. Let's give it a try. That's good. Stick to your ribs. Great flavor. You know, as a kid, I had to eat oatmeal. My mom put it on the table, and I would just drown that thing in milk and sugar, where it's more milk and sugar than it was oatmeal. This right here, you don't need any sugar up on the top. You could add something like cinnamon if you'd like, or maybe some apple pie or pumpkin pie spices to it, but you really don't need it. It's got a great flavor. You could add, like I was saying earlier, you could add some freeze-dried fruits, different ones, whatever your preference is. But you don't have to buy those individual packs. They don't have as long shelf life. And you don't have to buy the already mixed up, guys. What you can do, buy these cans, and you can store them. So I think they're going for anywhere from, well, like the butter is 10 years. 10 years to 30 years, depending on what it is. The oats, almost indefinitely. So, guys, I hope you're learning from this. I hope this is helpful to you. Again, these are just basic recipes that we use. We've converted over to use our shelf-stable items for if times ever get bad, we've got them put up. So leave your comments. Tell me what you're doing. All right. And also, if you've got prayer requests, please put them in the comments or send them to me in an email. Email will be in the description along with the recipe. And come join us over at thepreppingpreacher.com. We've got a good forum over there, a lot of good people. They'll bless your soul. They'll pray for you if you need prayer. They'll encourage you if you need encouragement. And that's what it's about, guys. We are tearing each other apart as Christians, and we're here to edify each other. There's way too many Pharisees in the Christian family. So, guys, I love you, and Jesus loves you. Don't you ever forget it. And until I see you again, I'm praying that God will richly bless you, that you'll continue to stand in that gap. This is the Prepping Preacher, guys. I'm out of here.